BBC EastEnders' Maisie Smith and Max George are homeless and go abroad just to eat.
Keri Russell is barefoot as she steps outside her Brooklyn brownstone to talk to a man during her firewood delivery.
The One Show viewers distracted by Nicole Scherzinger's bedsheet appearance.
Hello and welcome to Barely Contained, the podcast that is to celebrity journalism what the game Simon is to machine learning. I'm Chris Beckett and I'm joined as ever by Matt Withers. Now, Matt, I don't know about you, but I for one would very much like to welcome our AI overlords.
Oh, good to see you, Chris. Yes, absolutely. I'm very much looking forward to the day when we don't actually have to do any work on this. We can just get a chatbot to record the podcast for us. In fact,
that'd be quite good.
Yeah, this could be a bio chatbot for all the listener knows.
Well, I'm glad you didn't use plural. All the listener knows.
Yeah, I
mean, hello out there.
An increasing amount of the stories that we look at on this podcast really could have been written by chatbots, couldn't they?
Yeah. Well, if you're out there, audience GBT, we'll accept your call. So, Matt, what have you got for us this week?
Well, I'm going to start with a story that I found on the virtual pages of the Daily Star online, and it's headlined, BBC EastEnders' Maisie Smith and Max George are homeless and go abroad just to eat.
Okay. So homelessness, not traditionally something that we would mind for chuckles.
Yeah,
but I feel there might be more to it than meets the eye in this case.
It's worth pointing out that both homeless and just to eat are in speech marks in this, or kind of single comma speech marks. So you may infer from this that they may not be homeless in the traditional sense, because if so, it'd be quite confusing that they go abroad just to eat. So
yes.
EastEnders actress Maisie Smith and the Wanted star Max George's relationship has gone from strength to strength over the years, but now it seems the pair are facing a setback.
I mean, it does sound like it, yeah.
Yeah, what was the whole
go on?
Yeah. Maisie Smith and Max George have claimed they are homeless, with the pair having to sleep at the Wanted star's mum's house.
Okay.
The EastEnders actress, 22, and music star, 35, first met on Strictly Come Dancing in 2020. They then started dating last year.
Strictly, it's just a gateway for romance, isn't it?
Yes, it is, or lust. I believe,
or lust.
From reading the tabloid newspapers. She's 22, he's 35. I mean, it's not, in the higher echelons of big age gaps amongst celebrities, but what do they find to talk about?
I don't know.
I mean, they didn't watch the same TV shows as kids. What do they find to talk about?
There's nothing else really. Certainly past date number 3.
Yeah. I just don't know. They're happy, or are they? We don't know. They're sleeping at his mum's house. They are no strangers either to sharing loved-up selfies and jetting off abroad with one another on luxury holidays. The two even have each other's names in their Instagram bios.
I mean, what stronger sign of a bond could you have?
Is that a big thing amongst the younger people these days? Is that the equivalent of people who used to have names tattooed on their arms?
I can't keep up with all the gram goings on these days.
Oh God, I feel so out of touch with the modern world. Not for the first time.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I mean, if you'd have said that to me 20 years ago, I'd have been like, yeah.
Yeah, old before my time. In March this year, the pair took the next step in their relationship and moved in with one another. But it seems Maisie and Max have faced a major setback as they have claimed they are now homeless.
Okay.
However, I think this is where the twist is coming, Chris. I think this is the M. Night Shyamalan element to this story. However, their current living state isn't down to a lover's tiff or financial woes. Instead, it's because of a lack of space as their new pad is currently having work done.
Oh, wow. I mean, suddenly, I thought I was going to lose all sympathy, but, if you're having work done.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. Does that make one technically homeless? I mean, it's a bit of a kick in the teeth for people.
No.
No, it's not.
No.
I mean, I was just going to pad this bit out a bit, take the ball into the corner, as it were, but no, it does not make one homeless. Speaking to OK Magazine, Maisie said, "We haven't got a kitchen and the sofa is thick with dust, so we're literally at his mum's house."
Just be thankful you haven't got bed bugs.
Well, that's it. That's a big problem at the moment. Not by the time you listen to this, perhaps, listener.
Oh, I think you'll find it will be.
Yeah, I think it will.
It didn't go away quickly, Matt.
Yeah. She went on to add, "That's why we go on holiday so much, because we haven't got a kitchen at home. We're like, we'll go to Dubai just so we can have something to eat."
Now, I wonder if Maisie and Max have ever heard of a certain treat I like to call Chicago Town Pizza.
Yeah. Always, I suppose, hang on though, Chris, they haven't got a kitchen, so they won't have a freezer.
Oh, well, I mean, come on. That shouldn't stand in their way.
Yeah. I mean, that's pretty extreme, isn't it? Because I'm sure all of us have had that time where, nobody's been able to go shopping and you've both been busy at work and you've got absolutely nothing in the fridge that you can rustle up a dinner from. But I have to say, I've never gone, let's go to Dubai. That seems incredibly specific. And also it's quite, you'd have to book it and then get to the airport. Presumably for Dubai, you need to be there a good 3 hours in advance. And then you've got however long the flight is.
Stopover.
Yeah. I mean, you're going to be incredibly hungry by the time I just eat at the airport and then maybe just come back. Because once you've eaten at the airport, you don't need to go to Dubai to have your dinner, do you?
There's no need to, go through the Burj Khalifa's Burger King to satisfy yourself.
Yeah. I'm just gonna state this because I don't care what people say. I think going to Dubai just because you haven't got anything to eat in the house is extreme.
Yeah, it's not something I feel that, any of the, when they're doing a general election campaign, it'll be touched upon.
No. What are you proposing to do for the people who have to go to Dubai to eat?
Well,
Maisie and Max, who proudly describe themselves as like a married couple, joke that they rarely leave the house when they're in the UK. As for their arguments, Maisie added to the publication that the only time they row these days is over a tin of paint.
While they both watch it dry.
Yeah. So good joke that they rarely leave the house when they're in the UK. Don't really get the setup and punchline to that myself. The tin of paint. So the two battled it out in a bid to decide on what colour to paint their walls. In the end, Maisie, who was keen on Barbie pink, won, but Max would have preferred white.
Great anecdote.
Yeah, I don't know how they battled it out. I mean, I don't know what particular challenge they took to decide whether they were going to go for a garish pink or a more traditional white.
Maybe they should have asked their Instagram followers in Dubai.
Yeah, they'd have gone on Game of Kaplunk.
Pink or white, guys?
Max joked. Oh, is this going to be another good joke? Max joked. No, it will not. No doubt, as soon as it's done, Maisie will be at the theatre and we'll have to come back down to London. So we'll never live in this house.
Oh,
I think for that to work, you'd have to already know that this house isn't in London because they haven't said that, have they?
yeah. They're just assuming everyone lives in London and thinks about London.
I think they're assuming that everybody comes to this with a lot of Maisie and Max knowledge.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I only come in with a moderate amount. I don't know about you.
I would say I come in with zero knowledge. Rumours have been
And you'll leave with zero knowledge.
Rumours have been circulating that the pair will get engaged. Have you heard these rumours, Chris?
Oh, I mean, I thought there was a hint when I saw on their Instagram feeds that they named each other on the bios.
Yeah, that's a hint, isn't it? And
Yeah,
while nothing has
I'll
been...
wear my hat.
Well, yeah, I've got nothing to wear. And while nothing has been confirmed, Maisie claims her future is with Max and she brands him the one.
Mind you, that's the same thing that Morpheus did with Neo in The Matrix. Ooh. So, it could be slightly confusing.
Yeah. Good cultural reference. She also...
Maisie wouldn't get it though. She's too young.
She is, again, he'd bring up The Matrix and she wouldn't have a clue what he was talking about, and it would be really awkward. And then he'd start to think about whether this is working because they've got nothing to talk about.
Yeah.
She doesn't know The Matrix. She probably doesn't remember Ed the Duck.
No.
She also once revealed how, before meeting him, she had a crush on Max during his big band days. She told The Sun, "Sometimes we'll be in a shop and The Wanted will come on, and that's a reminder. Or I'll see a picture of the band and think of how that used to be a poster on my bedroom wall."
I mean, not to nitpick too much, although, that is very much the point of this podcast, but big band days? I mean, weren't The Wanted a boy band? It's not like he's Count Basie or something.
It makes him sound like he was in Glenn Miller's band. Yeah. No, I don't know a great deal about The Wanted, but I don't think they were a big band outfit.
No.
Sometimes we'll be in a shop and The Wanted will come on. What shops are playing The Wanted?
Oh, dear.
No, I don't know. I don't know what sort of shop would be. I mean, to be fair, I don't go into the sort of clothes shops that a 22-year-old woman would go into, but I would imagine that they're playing something a little more of the moment.
Possibly.
Also, she says that the things that remind her about The Wanted is like hearing them being played in a shop or seeing a picture of them. What about just looking at her boyfriend?
Yeah. Perhaps possibly sleeping with one of the singers.
Yeah. Does she not just wake up in the morning and look at him and go, "Oh, that reminds me of the band The Wanted"?
It's like Yasmin Le Bon rolls out of bed. You know who I've been thinking about? Duran Duran.
She added, "When I was little, I was only allowed 2 songs on my phone, and one of them was All Time Low by The Wanted. I paid 99 pence for that. It's such a funny thing, and we talk about it all the time."
I mean, Matt, I think we could do 10 minutes just on that final part. You were only allowed 2 songs on your phone. What sort of weird North Korean regime is this?
Like, who's only allowing 2 songs? Is it her parents? And if so, why? Why is it so important to them that there's a completely arbitrary 2-song limit on the phone?
And is it like 2? You get a free choice of 2, or is one of them already pre-installed, like kind of Crazy Frog?
Yeah, that's it. So she only gets to take one of her own choice, and she went for All Time Low by The Wanted. And as she says, it's such a funny thing, and we talk about it all the time. Well, at least we've worked out what it is they actually talk about.
Yeah. Not very much.
Would you like to hear a comment, Chris?
Yeah, go
on. There's one here from Moonite, or he says, or she, or they say, What absolute nonsense. Homeless, but just nip off to Dubai for a pizza? In what world can you class that as homeless? There are real people, actual homeless people struggling and have to eat out of bins. The writer, what are you doing, mate? Is everything okay at home? Is this really why you got into journalism? If this is the utter moronic nonsense you're reporting on, then where is the unsub button? Also, the phrases get a grip and idiocy and garbage were each apparently getting my comment deactivated. Grow a pair. If you want to report on this stuff, prepare for people to complain.
Blimey.
I would say that is a massive overreaction.
That is someone with, I would hesitate to say, anger issues.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think anyone's suggesting that they're actually claiming to be homeless and having to eat out of bins. Yeah. Well, there you go. Perhaps sometimes you really do have to spell these things out, or people will take them highly literally.
Yeah. Oh, wow, that was quite a lively start, Matt.
Yes. I think it's time for you to take us stateside, Chris, and tell us what's going on in the United States of the USA.
Hey, I will. It'll be my pleasure. Now, on the dailymail.com, here's the story. Keri Russell is barefoot as she steps outside her Brooklyn brownstone to talk to a man during her firewood delivery.
Wow. So many questions. Not least, Chris, who's Keri Russell?
Well, I believe she's an actress. Was she in? I feel like she's been in one of the Mission Impossible films.
Okay.
I might be getting my Russells confused, but I think that's her. But yeah, I'm noticing a bit of a common theme here of stories that on the surface maybe won't have that much resonance to the common man.
Okay.
Keri Russell skipped footwear as she steps outside of her Brooklyn brownstone to collect a firewood delivery this week.
Okay. Brownstone, is that a type of New York house?
Yes, I think it is. Yeah. The 47-year-old diplomat actress who recently spoke about launching her career was dressed comfortably in black joggers and a white crew neck sweatshirt.
Okay, so we know she's been in Diplomat, but Chris, I don't know Diplomat.
No, I don't know Diplomat either. I tell you what, I want to sort of slightly digress and look up her career just to make sure that I've got the right person, because I think she's probably more famous for other things rather than Diplomat.
Did she used to do the horoscopes on TVAM? Oh, no, I'm getting confused with Russell Grant.
Yes, that would be another. Yeah, she is known for, according to this, Dawn of the Planet of the Apes, Mission Impossible 3, and Waitress. And Matt, she was also in, I don't know if you've seen this, Cocaine Bear.
I have not seen Cocaine Bear. Have you?
I haven't, no. I saw the trailer. It looks quite amusing.
I saw the trailer. I thought it looked like a one-note comedy.
Wow. I mean, that's good enough for me, to be honest. I'm happy staring at a tin of paint. The mother of three pulled her blonde highlighted hair into a low, messy bun for the brief moment outdoors. She was seen chatting with a delivery guy who wore a long sleeve black shirt and jeans.
I'm glad we're told what the delivery guy was wearing.
Exactly. I mean, there's a certain type of person who I can understand is really interested in like these stories about like what celebrities are wearing and what they're up to, and they're kind of minutiae of their day-to-day life. But is there anyone who would have gone, hang on, you've not mentioned what the delivery guy was wearing, file this again? I
would love that. I would love it if the news editor was on the phone going, there's something missing from this. Did you not think to put in what he was wearing?
For goodness sake, that's day one of journalism school. The former Felicity star had a pair of eyeglasses tucked into the collar of her top, and she slipped her hands into the pockets of her pants.
Yep.
Eyeglasses.
Eyeglasses
not just glasses?
Yeah, glasses is fine. I think if you said to people glasses, they wouldn't go and turn back and go, I'm not sure What you mean by that? Where on the body would you wear these particular glasses of which you speak?
Yeah, it's an odd one because I think saying eyeglasses almost makes you think that it's not just regular glasses, like some sort of like theatre glasses.
Yeah, but you can see the picture of them, and I would just say that they're glasses.
Yeah, just standard. Keri was also makeup free as she conversed near the steps of her home. She didn't talk; she just conversed. Missing from the scene were her three children: son River, 16, daughter Willa, 11, and son Sam, 7.
Now that makes it sound suspicious, doesn't it? Missing from the scene.
It does, doesn't it?
As if ordinarily, if the man comes to bring your firewood delivery, you would call for all the kids. You could be like, River, Willa, Sam, the firewood man's here. The firewood man's here. Come outside. The firewood man's here. I know you want to see what he's wearing this time.
I've got you down for 5 logs each. Yeah, it's unnecessary suspicion unless it's one of those classic firewood delivery scams. You know the ones, Matt. Someone comes to your door selling you your firewood. At the same time, they go in and nick one of your relatives.
I mean, it seems unusual that somebody who lives in New York City would be having firewood delivered. It seems to me that would be more of a rural concern.
Yeah, it's an odd one. Russell shares her oldest children with her ex-husband Shane Deary, with whom she was married from 2007 to 2014. She has since moved on with partner Matthew Reese, with whom she shares her youngest child. Now, I bet you have heard of Matthew Reese.
I mean, he could be any one of a group of, I feel there was kind of 3 or 4 sort of generic Los Angeles-based Welsh actors of the noughties. And was he one of those?
Yes, he's not Ewan Griffith.
Yeah.
He's not Michael Sheen.
Yeah.
Yeah, the other one.
He's the other one, yeah.
Over the summer, sorry, Matthew, I actually think you're very talented. Over the summer, Keri opened up about being cast on the new Mickey Mouse Club alongside stars Britney Spears, Christina Aguilera, and Justin Timberlake. Speaking with W Magazine, she shared, "I say this completely truthfully. I was literally the least talented one there. I'm not kidding. When I look at those kids, I'm like, why in the world did they pick me? Christina Aguilera and Justin Timberlake and Ryan Gosling and Britney Spears, it was wild."
Classic imposter syndrome.
Yeah. I mean, it might be a fair comment. She might be the least talented, but, it's a fairly high bar, I would say.
Yep. I mean, could the other people cope with getting the firewood delivered barefoot? Who knows?
Yeah, I mean, I've not read Britney's memoir yet, so I don't know her stance on firewood.
No, I've seen a few of the extracts and they've been quite firewood light.
What, just a little bit of kindling?
Yeah.
She also reflected, "Some of those people are still my best friends. Ilana, Miller, and Lindsay Ali." Sorry, those names were in brackets. I don't know why I read that out so strangely. I was there at a time when there were lots of famous kids there. I would say those two are probably famous to the point that I've never heard of them. I don't know about you, Matt.
No, I've not heard of any of them.
When asked if she saved anything from the 90s show, she answered, "My sanity, my dignity. Not everyone got out alive." Incredible if true.
Yeah.
After rising to fame on the series, she later landed the iconic role that ended up defining her career, the title role on the television show Felicity.
Never heard of it.
No, she played Felicity Porter, a teenager who decided to enroll at the University of New York to pursue her high school crush. The show earned countless fans and earned her a Golden Globe in 1999.
However, the following 24 years was somewhat quieter.
They were, but she still made a pretty good career, I think. If you're getting your firewood delivered, then in my book, you're doing pretty well. So Matt, play us out with something uplifting.
Well, I'm coming back to this side of the pond, as some people refer to the Atlantic Ocean as, on the express.co.uk, and it's headlined, "The One Show viewers distracted by Nicole Scherzinger's bedsheet appearance."
I can see potentially why. Go on.
Well, he goes, "The One Show presenters Gabby Logan and Jermaine Genus were joined by former Pussycat Doll and actress Nicole Scherzinger on Monday night to discuss her latest career adventure." That's career, Career. She's not, going to Pyongyang or anything like that.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Just in case,
see where you're coming from.
Yeah, just in case you wondered. No, it's her career. The One Show viewers were left distracted by this Nicola Scherzinger. She is here, but I think she is Nicole, isn't she?
Yes, I think so.
Yeah, they've changed her name here to Nicola. Nicole Scherzinger and her outfit on Monday evening after claiming she looked as if she was wearing her duvet.
Maybe it's a kind of a deliberate thing, like when I used to get told off by my mum, she would call me Christopher. So it's like, they're dressing her down with a bit of a Nicola.
Yep, could be. Introducing her to the show, Gabby Logan said, "Let's welcome our first guest. She has sold over 55 million records worldwide as the lead singer? This could have done with a subbing, this copy. Lead singer, surely, of the Pussycat Dolls. She has been a judge on The X Factor and The Masked Singer, but nearly a decade after being nominated for an Olivier in her West End debut, she is back in the revival of Sunset Boulevard." I don't quite know why they needed to transcribe this entire introduction.
Yeah. I mean, Gabby Logan can look up Wikipedia on her own.
And as she says in the play, it is ready for her close-up. It is Nicole Scherzinger, looking amazing. What a dress.
It's almost as though you were there in the live recording of the One Show.
However, within seconds of the star being on screen, many viewers took to their X accounts, formerly known as Twitter, to comment on her dress.
Just one thing. I've had it in my line of work. I'm sure you've probably had it in yours as well. When do we stop saying formerly known as Twitter? What is the cutoff point?
Well, I think Twitter's been around, about 15 years now. And I feel that it's only in the past kind of 6 months that the Daily Telegraph has stopped suffixing it with the microblogging website for its technophobic and largely non-Nigerian readership. So yeah, maybe the same. Maybe in about 15 years' time, we'll finally accede to Elon's request and start calling it X.
Fair enough. I just want to know.
A lot of publications do Twitter stroke X at the moment, as if it's a kind of in between period, don't they?
I think that's probably quite a good way of doing it.
Yeah. Well, it'll always be Twitter on Barely Contained.
Aye.
At Ian M68 noted, "Looks like Nicole Scherzinger is wearing a roll of wallpaper. #The One Show." Amy Joanne commented, "Looks like Nicole is wearing her duvet to her interview. Doesn't even need to get into bed. She's already in it. #The One Show."
Yeah, I think it's slightly gilding the lily there.
Yeah. Bobby_hen quipped. So this is a quip, Chris. Are you ready for a quip? Bobby_hen quipped, "Why is wearing a bedsheet #The One Show?"
Oh, whenever you have a great quip lined up on social media, you just press send that 1 minute before checking it.
Yeah, and you realise that you've made an error, Bobby Hen. Imperfect77 added, "I know it's turned a bit chilly, Nicole, but not sure you needed to wear your duvet." I mean, I think we're getting the point here, aren't we?
Yeah.
At Raz70 said, #The One Show. Is Nicole expected to be locked in tonight? She's brought her own sleeping bag. Now, you think that we're wrapped up there? No. James,
no.
James Stevenson teased Nicole Scherzinger seemingly had a fight with a duvet earlier. Hashtag the one show.
A little bit of a different spin on it there, James.
At missing me nose exclaimed. I love this. They've obviously gone onto thesaurus.com and found every possible verb that they could use for people tweeting this. At missing me nose exclaimed, is Nicole wearing her duvet? I know I'm tired, but bless her. Hashtag the one show. Hashtag one show.
That's really desperate, though, isn't it? Like where you do two different hashtags just because you want your comment to be read.
Yeah, that is somebody who is absolutely desperate for Jermaine Genius to read their tweet out on the one show. Not all viewers were dismissive of her choice of attire as abnormal boys praised. Nicole bringing high fashion as always. She looks absolutely stunning.
Didn't normal boys do that? Working 9 to 5.
Was that the Ordinary Boys?
Yeah,
yeah, it was. Yeah, well, I see. Oh, you were doing a funny, and I ruined it for you.
I mean, yeah. Don't worry about it.
When asked what she thought about the reviews of her role and if it made her feel better about her performance, Nicole admitted, "I try to stay away from the reviews. I am quite sensitive. That is kind of our rule in theatre that we don't read the reviews, but it is great to see how well received it has been." Hang on.
He does read the reviews.
It's kind of our rule in theatre that we don't read the reviews, but it's great to see how well received it's been. Someone's been breaking the rules of the theatre, reading the reviews.
Yeah. Let's hope she doesn't read the reviews of her dress.
Yes, quite. The One Show airs weeknights from 7 p.m. on BBC One. Just a few comments on this, and I would say one that stands out is from Captain Plugwasher, who says, absolute clown, but the joke's on Captain Plugwasher because he's misspelt clown.
Oh, yeah. I thought it's one of those, like, it's one of those magic eye things, isn't it? Where, like, he's done two V's and it looks like a W.
Yeah, but that's not how you spell clown.
No.
Well, Chris, we do read our reviews. So as we wrap up this episode for the month, it comes to me to implore you, listener, to go to your podcaster of choice and leave a little review of us, be that Spotify or Amazon or Apple or Google or YouTube Music or whatever it is. Pop us a little review on there and subscribe. Tell all your friends. But Chris, what should people be doing in the social arena?
I don't know, making friends, selling things. Oh, no, sorry. You mean how do they engage with our brand?
Yes, please.
Well, you should go to Facebook, Barely Contain the Podcast group, which has, lots of little clips and pretty much a full archive of everything we've recorded. Or go to Twitter /X at barely _pod. And you'll find us there. Yes, indeed you will. So it's just for me to say farewell, listener, and farewell, Chris. Yes, farewell. Thank you, listener, and thank you, Matt. Bye-bye. Bye.